Hi everyone, welcome back to another Reddit cheating story. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell if you love to watch more cheating stories. Cheated by my wife of 8 years and GF of 13 years. D-Day, February 23rd. No kids. I saw a smiling emoji in her phone which was lit up while she was sleeping at 1:30 a.m. I was about to go to bed and thought I'd just turn it off when I saw a familiar, but unexpected, face on the screen. My buddy from college who is married for about the same time and just had a baby girl in January. My conscious mind resisted reading the chat history given the amount of trust on both sides and the fact that we were so close, us and the buddy. I had invited him over for lunch and also went out for dinner that same day. My subconscious, however, started putting pieces together on some suspicious events, her and buddy meeting alone / driving / going on a day trip with her friends, etc. that had happened in days before D-Day, which I consciously chose to ignore. Trust costs a lot. Chat history for 25 days with pictures exchanged and commented on, that I hadn't seen BTW, were in front of me. Tried pinching myself a few times as I absolutely couldn't believe it was real. Shocked, broken, scared, cold feet, angry, and maybe a few dozen emotions all ran over me at the same time. Tried putting myself together. Captured screenshots of the chat and saved as backup in several places on the cloud. Proof. Confronted her, she confessed but claimed it was only for the past couple weeks. I seriously doubt given the intensity of emotions flowing through the chat. Took a full day to process, tried having conversation with her. She said it was a mistake, won't happen again. Had I not seen the chat, I wouldn't have known who I was inviting at my place and what was going on behind my back every evening when they went out for dinner, giving me random excuses. Trust is broken. Marriage is over. I tried thinking a few days and trying to understand from her the real reason why she had to do what she did, and her reply was she wanted someone to talk to other than me, like a close friend, and then one thing led to another. We've been doing long FaceTime chats with Buddy and his wife, but now that I think about it, all those calls started between them, and Buddy's wife were added later. Was it intentional? Maybe. I went on a trip with 2 of my friends and she asked if she could join the next day for a few hours. Buddy was going to drive her there, 5 hours. I strongly refused. We had call argument that night, 'cause she said she thinks of him like a brother and I was out of my mind for doubting her. She is her parents' only child and I feel so sorry for them having to go through what they will 'cause of what she did. We bought a house together couple months back, so I'm working with the broker to buy it out from her. Working with a lawyer to get the papers in order. Until this mess is sorted out, papers, we live together but separate bedrooms. Talk only need basis. She doesn't make as much, so she's asked me to allow her to stay long as she finds a better job. Any advice? Thanks so much for reading. Here are some of the best comments from our community. Take a deep breath. Was there any physical aspect to the cheating? Love yous? Ask for 100% clarity, complete timeline, involve the other Bs. Then decide if she is worthy of your love and trust. Best of luck. She seems to be lying to you and the financial situation is the motivator. You need to get to the bottom of the truth about the nature of their relationship. With all the alone time they had on that trip, it is likely something physical happened. Having no kids simplifies your decision-making process, but it already sounds like you have decided to separate, so I would suggest doing it sooner than later. Don't allow finances to come into it, especially if you don't have kids. That's rough, man. Really rough. I hope you eventually find your way past this to peace and happiness. Try to look at it like this: you got rid of a toxic and skeeving friend and all it cost you was a toxic and skeeving wife. The pain will pass. You're doing the right thing. She has no respect for you, and to do it right under your nose with your friend is beyond disturbing. Can't come back from this, especially with lies continuing. I wish you well. Maybe in the beginning it was just chats and friendly. Just an emotional affair, which by itself wouldn't pass the husband test. All the time they talked face to face had to be far more than the chats exposed. Of course they went physical with their affair. They spent far too much time together not to have consummated their affair, or probably every time they got 20 minutes alone. You made the wise decision except maybe getting her out of your house. Remove both of them from your life and go no contact except through attorneys. Give her a firm drop-dead date and be done with her. That relationship, I hesitate to call it an affair, has endured far more than a few weeks/months. I really hope that you've clued in the app's wife. Sorry that you're going through this, buddy. She is trash. What do you normally do with trash at your house? You put it outside where the trash belongs. If you don't put the trash out, you will just be living in a filthy home, with nasty worthless trash. Another cheating story. My husband was cheating on me for a few years with the same person. We have 2 kids. I found out about this when I was far along in my second pregnancy. I also found out that he's been flirting with this unattractive person. I mention this because looks are important to him, so this was shocking. I don't know how far it got, he swears up and down it was just flirting, but I saw enough to consider it cheating. I know this person and I've always been nice to her. She is a cheater as well. He betrayed the fuck out of me. He got on his knees, begged and cried, promised me everything would be different. I didn't have enough courage to leave with my baby being almost due. Also, he has a way of making me see all the things I did to contribute to his actions. I've always struggled with keeping things tidy. He requires a lot of attention. I didn't keep things flirty or call him a lot throughout the day. I didn't cook enough. I gained weight when I always said I wouldn't. I'm 5'5", got to 170. I'm 145 now. Was between 130 and 140 before kids. I struggle with being on time and more. I know there's no excuse good enough to cheat, but what he says lead to him doing what he did are the things I don't like about myself, so it left me feeling like I had a lot to prove. Before finding out, I was already determined to improve myself in every area of my life. After finding out, I just focused harder on keeping the house clean, cooking more, lost more weight. In a way this pushed me, but I'm not necessarily doing it for him. I'm doing it for myself and it feels good. I do all this, but when I think about what he did I feel sick to my stomach. At first he gave me room to talk about it, but now he just wants to shove it under the rug and start fresh because we already talked about it. He has a temper and it comes out when I bring it up. I spoke to the person he cheated with a while ago and found out that he contacted her again. She was also cheating on someone and she said she told him everything and that she doesn't want anything to do with my husband anymore. I don't know this person and I don't really believe anything either one says because they've proven to be liars. When he is angry he says we should separate, and at first it would kill me, but now I say okay and mean it, but when he calms down he wants to act like nothing happened and love me again. It's exhausting and what he did is disgusting. I still love him, as mental as that sounds. I worry about what separating would do to my oldest. She absolutely adores us and it would absolutely break her little heart, and the thought makes me want to do whatever it takes to keep us together. I need therapy. He doesn't believe in therapy. I know he's done a number on me throughout the years because I never in a million years thought I would be one to stay after cheating. I have never cheated on anyone and will never. I grew up in a stable, loving household. I do and don't understand why I am accepting this for myself. I do because of my kids. I find him attractive. He's the main breadwinner and makes good money, though I think my kids and I would still be good if we separate. Just the thought of seeing him officially with someone else breaks my heart, and I absolutely don't want to share my kids. They're with me all the time. I know I don't deserve to be treated like this and know I could find someone else too, but he won't be the father of my children. I'm currently in the process of cleaning out the whole house, so some sections are very clean, others I haven't got to yet. When he's in one of his moods he picks apart the parts that aren't clean yet and says I didn't do anything for years, so he's not going to appreciate what I'm doing until it's 100% complete. Then when he's in a good mood he compliments me and the house, makes future plans, and we have a good time. I have this need of finishing my home projects before I make a final decision. Why can't I let go of him? How do I let go of him? I feel like I need to be cured of him. Our whole lives are woven together. I want to add, I don't think I'm a lazy person. I struggle with staying on task. I've researched my struggles and ad comes up a lot. Also, when I've researched problems in our marriage even before the infidelity narcissistic personality comes up, though I am not diagnosing him. It almost makes me feel like I struggle with this and he struggles with that. He needs help too, and it makes me think, can he even help it? It almost makes me want to give him a hug. I also always try to see the good in people and that doesn't help. Here are some of the best comments from our community. He sounds toxic. Like he's the kind of person who can only look better by making everyone else look bad. He hasn't improved, he just tries to make you look more lacking. You're not as bad as he's making out, or else why would he want to keep you? Is he truthfully trying to keep you, or is it something else he wishes to keep? Like child support, alimony, lawyer's fees? Maybe he just needs more time to get the upper hand in filing for divorce? Don't trust the cheater. Lies are his weapon of choice. Be careful. He's not working on fixing the relationship, just wrecking you. Be strong. I am really sorry you are going through this. You sound like a really nice, amazing person that doesn't deserve this. Sending you positive thoughts. You can't let go because he is emotionally abusing you and making you feel like shit about yourself. You deserve better. You don't have to sacrifice yourself for the kids, they will still have both their parents loving and supporting them. If you feel this small now, imagine how you will feel in 5, 10 years. Ask yourself the question if you'd want more for your daughter if she was in your shoes. There is no excuse for cheating. Yes, it happens sometimes, but blaming you is straight up toxic gaslighting. You hold a lot more power than you feel or realize. Are you truly happy with this person? If you aren't, you should consider leaving them. They won't change and they have shown you who they truly are. You would do fine without them, one less person to clean up after and cook for. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell.